the co-main event, man. Hey the Hio, man, the king of Rio, Jose Aldo versus Jonathan Martinez. Jose's Aldo return, dude.
To
Oh,
Rio.
when his walkout music started, I had chills,
They got Queen
goosebumps,
playing, and then it
chills
switches.
going up and down my body, dude. It was amazing. I
He
was
walks
so
out with the
excited to see
crown.
Jose Aldo come back. I know that there was a lot of mixed feelings from a lot of different people when it came to this fight, including Jonathan Martinez. Where
Yeah.
Martinez was like, he's a legend, man. Why is he even coming back? Like, now I'm going to have to kick his ass, like he's one
Yeah,
of
I
my
don't think he's
idols.
in
And I'm
this.
like, yeah.
And the flip side for me was, hey Ramiro, I can't bet in California. Can you please place a bet for me for Jose
Yeah.
Aldo because he was a plus 145 underdog? And you're like, yeah, I could do that. And I was like, all right, cool, let me know. And then I never heard back. Plus 145 for Jose Aldo. I was like,
Yeah.
dude,
I
you
don't know
have
how
to.
that was even a thing. Like, how are you going to come in plus 145 underdog in
Yeah.
Rio? And
And
he's been
look,
active, maybe not in mixed martial arts, but he's been
yeah,
boxing. It's not like
he's
he's just
still
been
been
sitting on the
fighting.
couch and he was like, you know what? I think we should go back to fight.
Yeah, and actually, the only reason he had the fight was because he has one fight left on his deal, and he tried to box. He had a deal to box on the Netflix card under Jake Paul Tyson, and the UFC blocked it. So he was like, "Fuck." So he's like, "I guess I'll come back and fight out my contract." That's the story. Um, but I was like, dude,
So sorry.
A lot of people thought this was a bad matchup. I thought this was like the best matchup. This is the tailor-made matchup for Jose Aldo.
For
Because
Jose.
Jose Aldo is the best at leg kick defense. When he understands the game of leg kicking to a point that he also understands the defense of leg kicking. Because in order to be a very effective offensive fighter, you have to know what your opponent's going to be doing to defend against your offense so that you can overcome that. And by learning that, you also know how to defend yourself, right? Um, and his like if you watch the Pedro Munoz fight, it's not just like he understands like kickboxing leg kicks. He understands calf kicking leg kick defense. He understands like all these little things, and immediately you see Martinez go to his leg kicks because he's such a heavy leg kicker.
Hmm.
You see him go to his leg kicks, and Jose Aldo checks like the second one, and the commentary booth again, like four leg kicks in, we're talking about how Jose needs to start addressing these, or like he hasn't really quite got the timing of Martinez's leg kicks. And I'm like, dude, he's checked like three of them already. Like, what are you talking about? And then after that first round, Martinez ditched him completely. It was so like cathartic to watch that come to fruition because you can I can say all those things right about Aldo, like understanding that game and all that stuff, but he's also 37. He retired. He's coming back. All this stuff. You can still understand those things, but can you actually like implement them?
Yeah, yeah.
And he was like, absolutely, I can. He looks so good.
Dude, the hooks to the body, his hands still look so fast.
His
And
pivoting, dude.
like for some reason, like going into this, I'm thinking and feeling like Jose's in his 40s. He's still 37, man. He's been
Yeah,
fighting since
dude.
he was super young. We've been watching him since the WEC days, right? So for like in my mind, he's been around for 30 years.
Yeah.
But 37, dude, he still looked really good for 37. They say that the first thing to go as you continue getting older is your hand speed. Dude, he looked
Not Aldo.
lightning fast. Lightning
USADA's
fast.
gone, dude.
Yeah, oh,
Shout out
thank
Austin
God.
real quick. Yo, I don't know how long I can hang out in the stream today because I have a busy morning, but hope the stream's been going well, guys. I'll hang for a few minutes before I have to leave. Shout
Hey,
out
shout
Austin.
out
And he
Austin
was so
for
fast.
sure, dude. Oh, dude. And Martinez looked so hesitant to your point after those
Mhm.
kicks weren't landing. The rest of the round looked so hesitant. He goes to his corner, and his corner's like, uh, you're showing him too much respect. You're
Yeah, you're
showing him too much
idolizing him.
respect. Go out there. And it's like, no, he's
Yeah.
fast.
He's
And he's blocking my leg kicks.
he's
He's
countering.
punching the shit out of my liver. Like,
Yeah.
what do you want me to do, dude? Like, I don't want to get dropped. We continue going through the fight, right?
Mhm.
Martinez starts getting hit even harder coming in, going to the head. Aldo had the step in knee as well as Martinez was trying to
Oh,
come in.
well, not just that, the way he set up that knee and he like opened the door for that knee by he'd go first, take a step back, knowing that Martinez was about to come out for his return, and then he'd throw the knee. Like he'd just go jab, step back, knee. It was beautiful, dude. Every single time. I was like,
That
this guy's so
question that Austin just posted: current Aldo versus current McGregor, who wins?
I mean, current Connors, you know,
Juice to the
what,
gills.
40 pounds heavier than him. But look, I still think Aldo wins that rematch. If they did an immediate rematch, I think Aldo probably wins that fight. But McGregor was better than him that night, but I don't think McGregor was better than Aldo, period. You know?
HLB Comer must have been reading my notes because the last thing on here says Aldo absolutely rocks Martinez. It legit looked like Aldo chose not to finish him.
Well, yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily that or if it's just like I'm still at the top, and because like there's certain guys, GSP, Volkanovski, Mighty Mouse, Aldo, all those guys will just work you, hurt you, and then dump you on your head, and like it's just a show of pure dominance. And it was like, oh yeah, just in case you thought I was just a striker, check this shit out, and he just fucking dumps him. I think it was a little bit of that too. I think it's a little bit of both, right? It's a little bit of
Mm.
like, I don't want to knock this dude out right now, or maybe I mean, do you think he doesn't want to knock him out? I think.
Do you think he
I
just
mean,
wants to dump him on his
show,
head and not finish him?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but regard what it is impressive because it was fucking pure mixed martial arts, and I love when people can mix everything together. It
Oh, so good.
reminded me of Volk versus Yair, right, where he hurts Yair, backs him up against the fence, body shot, headshot, and then dumps, slams it. Like it was just beautiful sequencing, and it's just Aldo understands the fucking game, dude. His pivots are insane, like his framing. He'll hit you. He frames away. Like he just understands positioning better than I think anybody in MMA.
Did
Still,
this leave you wanting more?
yeah. I mean, he should. I don't think he ever should have retired. He lost that fight to um what's his name, Marab, but so does everybody. And like it's not like he was hurt in that fight. He just got out pressured in that fight more than anything. Um, I thought I don't know what he does
I
now.
could see where he's coming from though, because he's getting up in age.
Yeah,
He's making a second run at the title, and then to lose to Marab and feel like, oh, here we go again, man. I'm gonna have to take another step back. Do
yeah,
I really
true.
want to do this? I'm 36 years old, So
Yeah.
I get it, but dude, there's still a lot left in the tank, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, he still wants to box. I think he wants to box more than anything, just because maybe the training camps are easier compared to MMA and things like that. Um, but I think, I think, I don't know what's next for him, but it was sick to see him with the crown in the cage. Uh, like getting interviewed with the crown on was awesome. There's a sick ass photo they took backstage. It's in the slideshow,
The
Rich.
chanting. Oh my god, it was so good,
Yeah, it was just fucking awesome, dude. Like it was a great night for like legend stuff. I mean, look at this fucking picture, dude. How sick is
so
that?
good, so
So
good.
fucking cool, dude. The King of Rio, dude. Come on.
Oh man.
Come on,
HLB
dude.
Comer says Miro was a sensitive guy. He could feel it with his heart when he was consoling him after.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was cool.
Absolutely, dude. I wanted to jump in there, HLB, and put my arm around both of them and just be like, it's okay, guys.
Yeah, it was cool. Even when DC came up, how stoked he was to talk to DC, like a legend on legend. And look at
Look
this
at
picture,
that.
dude.
Oh my
Pantoja when he
god.
got the RFA belt, Aldo's there with him, and then last night puts the crown on Pantoja. Like, come on, dude. Aldo's so cool. He's so fucking cool.
He is, man.
Um,
Hey, looking a lot older, huh?
yeah, I mean, come on. He's been in wars,
Wow.
dude. Dude, that's what people don't
Yeah.
talk about. People are like, "Oh, he's not the featherweight goat. He lost to Max. He lost to all these greats when he fought them." It's like, no, dude, he's 100% the featherweight goat. He's the feather. Like this even adds. He's still adding to it somehow. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, like you said, it felt like we've been watching him fight for 30 years.
Was it 7
The,
title defenses?
I think it was even more. I think it was 9.
It's crazy.
Whatever. If you count, you have to count the WEC, right? But I mean, you talked about it. You feel like he's over 40. We've been watching him fight for 30 years. Dude, the UFC,
Forever.
I'm pretty sure the UFC bought WEC in like 2006. I'm pretty sure it was like
Wow.
2006. And then they kept fighting, right? And then I think it was 2010 when they like absorbed it fully. But it's like the guy was just beating everybody. And for people to say, yeah, but he lost to Max when he faced him. He lost to like, that's fine. That happens. People lose as they get older, but it's also insane to just be like, yeah, but he fought guys that weren't like the level that Max and Volk have fought, And it's like, dude, he fought at fucking years and years and years of main events, of 5-round camps, of championship belts where he didn't get sick before the fight. He didn't get a weird injury that cost him a fight. Like, it's so hard to have that kind of consistency for that long without something going wrong. And even if it did, he never showed it. And he's just steamrolled people. Like, he was so scary, dude. Like,
Yeah.
how is he not the featherweight GOAT? It's crazy to me.
Yeah, dude. Unfortunately, it's just those tough comparisons and conversations, and and you hear it these days with like LeBron and Jordan. I know it's a totally different sport, but they're like, well, these days LeBron faces tougher competition. It's like, look, but nobody was more dominant than Jordan with the competition that he had to go up against.
Yeah, I
And
can't speak to that,
like,
but
yeah, and but the thing is, with all those same thing, man. Like at in his era, in his time, the folks that he was facing, he was a more dominant champion than anybody else I can think of in that division.
yeah, I mean, Max is pretty dominant, right, in his fights. His output is so crazy, like his striking differential compared to the guys he was fighting is just crazy to see the numbers. But
How many title defenses does Max have? We should look it up.
I'm not sure. But Aldo is, I mean, Aldo's the king. He's the featherweight king. He goes to 135 and he's beating guys at a lower weight class even later. He's 37 years old. He fights a killer like Jonathan Martinez, and he fucking
I mean,
steamrolls him.
Aldo's the
It's
king of a
crazy.
city. I don't know. Would you
Yeah,
consider Max the king of an entire island? I don't know.
could be. I don't
I
know.
don't know. All
All I
right.
know is I'm very happy to see a vet come back and win. And
Heck
this
yeah.
was like Aaron Judge declining the Yankees offer to extend and then breaking the single season home run record on a free agent year and becoming like the suitor for everybody. Now Jose Aldo can say, if the
Has
UFC
options.
doesn't want me to box, they're gonna because they have a matching period now that he fought out his contract. I think it's a year. So whatever offers Aldo gets, the UFC has a chance to match that. But this is about as good as you can do as a showcase as a free agent.
Heck
You know,
yeah.
you come back and outshine somebody, put on a master class of
Back in the top
technique,
15 right away.
back in the top 15 right away. People are asking, does he get a title shot off this? And you're like, what? But I don't think so. But could you imagine O'Malley versus
I'm
Aldo
here
right
for
now?
it.
Like, I'm here for it. Even though
I'm here for
you're a
it.
Marab guy, man. That's crazy to hear you say
I
that.
know. I know. Well, I know Marab's Mexican and everything, dude. And, but
Yeah,
yeah, dude, I'd love to watch Aldo fight for another title. Can you
it'd
imagine
be
how
so
big that
sick.
pay per view would be?
It'd be so sick. And
Oh,
just his
I'd take my
understanding of the
money.
game, man. Like, I just want to see him fight. I don't care if it's boxing. I don't care if it's MMA. I just want to see the guy fight. Selfishly, I do wish that he would stay with the UFC, but um, I'm hoping they're trying to. He's going to get some big offers to box, and the UFC has that matching period. And Aldo knows that. He was smart with his answers about what he wants to do next. He's like, I know I'm in a very good position,
Yeah.
a
Yeah, for
very
sure.
good position.
Good for him, man.
And
Good
I
for
think he
him.
has a very good relationship with the UFC, despite them blocking him from that last boxing match. So I think things will go well.
Look, if they didn't have a good relationship, because let's be
They
real
would have just
here.
iced him.
I also think, well, not just that, but I also think that they wouldn't have given him a Jonathan Martinez. And no disrespect to Jonathan Martinez, but they knew this would be a good matchup for Aldo.
Yeah, true,
They
true.
didn't toss him in there with a super strong wrestler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, Ramiro and Will here. Thank you so much for watching that short clip. It's just a small clip of what we covered this last Sunday.
Yeah, if you want to check out the full fight card recap, the link is in the description, and it's going to be on screen at the end here. Don't forget to go back and watch our fighter interviews that we have. And don't forget to tune in live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and you can join in on the fun.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It goes a long way. All right, everybody, thanks for watching that short clip from Story of the Fight.